Hey, what's up, guys? It's Yuri from Hex19.com, and I'm here with Brett.
How's it going?
So we're here in town in Seattle for Penny Arcade Expo, just this giant video game convention that's going down this weekend. But we had a bit of time before that just to check out the city, see some of the sights. So today we went and checked out EMP, the Experience Music Project, which is a big museum that encompasses both music stuff and science fiction stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet when we came down. We weren't really all we were really expecting to see was just a science fiction museum, which we knew would be cool for a geek thing. We heard that the Experience Music Project was pretty cool, but coming down we saw that there was also an Avatar exhibit and a Battlestar Galactica exhibit. So going into it, I know I was really excited.
Yeah, so first we checked out the exhibit for James Cameron's Avatar, the movie that pretty much everyone has seen because it made $18 bajillion exactly. And yeah, it just continues to fascinate me how much work went into that movie and how much attention to detail the creators paid.
Yeah, like when we were at Comic-Con, there was a panel that just explaining all the stuff that they put into all the creature design and all the challenges that went through that. So basically it was cool just being able to see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. They had some of the demo technology, like James Cameron would actually use this virtual camera that they would put the set onto it, and then he would actually look around. So Glenn got to try that out, and they also had some stuff with the motion capture, which is really cool. Just showing little demos of that. But I think the coolest part was just playing with the surfaces that they had.
Yeah, it's fascinating. They had just like a Microsoft Surface type table set up where you could look at different plants and animals that they had designed. And it's just mind-blowing that this one plant that you see for like 5 seconds in the background of one shot, like an artist had to sit down and plan out this plant and wonder if it works. And like, it's just the amount of work in that movie is daunting.
And also just seeing some of the scale of the props and like just like the giant Navi shoes.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and just the mech and stuff. You just like realize just like the scope of this thing, that even though it's all CG, they had to actually make this stuff, and so it's really cool to actually see it.
Yeah. Next we went and checked out some music stuff. They had a display of historical electric guitars. I don't really know that much about guitars. I know Brett plays guitar, so he's slightly more into them. But I still thought it was really interesting just to see how technology evolves.
Yeah, it was just Yuri mentioned that he thought it was mind-blowing that someone actually had to sit down and like invent the electric guitar. And it's cool how they have it set up. They start with like the really old guitars, just like a piece of wood with like strings on it with like telephone amps in there, and then it wraps around to like the new models and stuff. So it's really nice and really awesomely laid out.
Yeah, so then we checked out what we were really looking forward to, the Battlestar Galactica pavilion. That was really awesome. I really enjoyed myself in there. Like, there isn't anything really flashy or impressive, but just they have a great collection of props and ships from both the original 1978 Battlestar Galactica series and the new reboot from the 2000s.
And actually, me going into it, I was actually expecting a lot more, especially just from the size of the building. I was hoping that there would be like a lot more of the Battlestar exhibit. When we actually saw it, it was kind of just like in this back corner, which is kind of disappointing. They have full-size Vipers, I think, right? Full scale Vipers. There you stand next to. That's just really cool. But in terms of like the little props and stuff, I was really hoping that they would have more stuff like that. Just like they had like one telephone, and I was really thinking of the Battlestar Galactica auctions that they had, where they did it was just like this like wall of like props that like I know the Toy Rat Show went to that. They just got to like pick up and hold everything. So I was expecting more stuff like that. But yeah, just seeing Guy Spaltar's science suit,
lab coat.
That's a better word for it. And
and Caprica 6's sexy red dress. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, and also just like they'll have monitors with just extra behind the scenes stuff, like what's his name, Bear McGillis or
Bear McCreary.
Bear McCreary, who does all the music. He had like his own little thing where he was talking about how it was really tough with the emotions of Battlestar, because you could really like they really didn't want to make it all black and white of like, oh, this is sad, this is happy. So they had this cool little thing where you could actually they would show a scene and you could go from like emotional music to like action music right back and forward and see how that changes. Really cool.
Yeah, then we got to check out the sound project.
Yeah, the sound lab.
Sound lab. Just basically you get to play instruments for a while, and no matter what you do, they sound amazing because they're magical instruments.
Oh, you mean like the on live stage?
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm blanking on what it was called, but
the sound lab was the next thing we went to.
Yeah, but they were both pretty cool. You could just play instruments and they sound awesome.
Yeah, on live is this thing that you go in for free. You have this little stage set up. This guy introduces you. We were the Hex 19 experience. We got little mock tickets to that, and yeah, you basically just play along. I think it would be a lot cooler if I never knew what Rock Band was. I feel like I have
true.
that.
Yeah.
So, but
we do that every weekend.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool just seeing how they can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, I think we really enjoyed ourselves at EMP. It was definitely worth the visit, worth coming down here.
Yeah, I think for me it was definitely just like less of the Avatar. I was wanting more sci-fi stuff. It's definitely heavy on the music, and the things like Nirvana, Jimi Hendrix. I don't have like a huge following behind that, but it's just interesting. So I mean, if you have an interest in that stuff, it's some mind-blowing like Nirvana stuff in there, just like weird little drawings that Kurt Cobain's done, and yeah, just like really cool stuff if you're really interested in that. So I wish I was more interested in that. But in terms of the Avatar and the Battlestar, it was pretty small scale, but still really awesome to see.
Yeah, so that was EMP. Check it out if you're in the Seattle area. And of course, stay tuned this weekend for PAX coverage, which is going to be amazing. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.